Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and more on WWE 2K25, where today we have some more gameplay updates to share, including details of this year's new paybacks, updates to the Taunt system, new weapon options and camera updates, as well as the latest reveals. Before we get into any of that though, if you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all the latest news, then please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on future videos. So let's start with some updates to the payback system, which this year is set to introduce 6 new paybacks, though only one of these is available at the start, as 5 of them are currently unlocked through My Rise. To run through them, the first of the new paybacks is the powder payback, which sees you throw a cloud of powder into an opponent's face to cause a distraction, which if caught can lead to a disqualification. The powder payback is reminiscent of Mr. Fuji's manager ability from Legends of WrestleMania, where you would get involved and throw powder in the eyes of opponents to cause a distraction. The second of the new paybacks is Bully, which you can use during matches to intimidate the referee, with this payback then causing the referee to act scared and count pinfalls quicker. Also involving the referee, we have a new ref bump payback, which when used will see you throw your opponent into the referee to knock them down, which will then give you a short time to utilise any underhand tactics like weapon shots without the worry of being distracted. The new ref-based paybacks are similar to features seen in Smackdown vs Raw 2008, as that game included a similar ref bump feature that seen dirty superstars throw the referee into their opponent. Arguing the referee was also included in that game, though rather than speed up pinfalls, it would instead fill up a heel meter so that you could then perform a dirty move like the ref bump. Another of this year's new paybacks is Adrenaline Rush, which when used gives you a burst of energy that allows you to resist incoming attacks and then go on the offensive. This payback sounds like it'll fit perfectly aside the new Giant Archetype, as it allows you to brush off your opponent's strikes and then counter them with a powerful attack. Moving on, the next of the new paybacks is Dirty Breaker, which allows you to break up an opponent's combo or grab with unsavoury aggression. Unlike the other paybacks, this one was available to use in the preview build, therefore to show it off, I tested this one out with Alpha in a match against Dirty Dom, and when the payback became active, it popped up with a payback prompt during grabs, which when used would break out of it. While this isn't a game-changing payback, using it in a match does allow you to quickly break out of a grab or stop a combo, which in turn can catch your opponent off guard and create an opening to use a finisher. The last of the new paybacks is tied to the Bloodline rules match, as the game includes a Bloodline run-in, which allows you to summon an ally to ringside to make the fight fair, though unlike the regular run-in payback, the Bloodline run-in can be used up to 3 times in the same match. The inclusion of this payback confirms how the new Bloodline rules match will work, as we now know that the match will use the payback system to call for run-ins, though we don't know if this will feature the same run-ins from the run-in payback or if it will feature its own unique animations. Staying with the selection screen, one additional option that I've not talked about yet is the addition of a new favourite weapon option, as alongside the ability to customise paybacks, players can now choose a favourite weapon which you'll pull out automatically the first time you check under the ring. This feature builds on the signature weapon feature that was seen in recent games, where stars like Triple H would pull out a sledgehammer by default, though now, rather than limit this feature to 1 or 2 superstars, players can set a favourite weapon for any superstar, which you'll then pull out from under the ring. Having this ability means you'll be able to customise created superstars and set their own favourite weapon, which for example would allow Jeff Hardy creations to pull out a ladder, or for Sting to pull out a baseball bat. When using this feature and scrolling through the options, it revealed the addition of some new weapons, as players can now select the mannequin arm that was used by Doink, the trash can lid, or a safety cone, while another 6 weapons were also shown that can be unlocked through My Rise, with these items including a circus theme, as well options for a juggling pin, a clown horn, a clown shoe, a sugar rush lollipop, Damien's chair, or a carnival hammer. Up next, let's talk some gameplay updates, starting with a new option for taunts, as the preview build contained the addition of a brand new taunt camera. The new taunt camera is turned off by default, though you can enable it in the options menu, as the developers have included a new camera cuts for taunts option, which is set to never by default, though you can change it to rarely, sometimes or often. When turning camera cuts for taunts on, this will see the camera cut away and focus on the player while they taunt, which I found really added to the presentation, though you will have to be careful when you choose to taunt as the camera cut-in stops you seeing what's going on around you. Along with the option to enable camera cuts for taunts, 2K25 also includes the option to turn on camera cuts for dive attacks, which when turned on will see the camera cut to a closer angle for dives. In addition, players can also now customize how frequent you'll see camera cuts for big moments like finishes, as well as for pins and submissions. Going back to taunts, another new update to the gameplay that's long since been requested was a change to the taunt system, as alongside the taunt camera, 2K25 now allows players to cancel a taunt mid-animation, though this feature is currently only active during underground matches. To show this off, here's some footage of the underground match I played between Jacob Fatu and LA Knight, where when taunting, I was able to break the animation by moving the left stick and walking away. While cancelling taunts is limited to underground matches, now that it's in there, it's something I'd love to see in other matches, as it's another feature that gives more control to players rather than sit through the full taunt animation. Going back to the new giant archetype that I mentioned earlier, 2K25 sees larger stars like Nia Jax reclassified as giants, with these stars receiving special buffs that make them harder to play against. One of these buffs is the addition of an extra level of health, as superstars in the giant class will start a match with an extra level of health that shows in purple on the player HUD. While the purple bar is active, this will see giants appear much stronger than regular stars, as similar to the super heavyweight class, attacking a giant with a regular strike will see the player bounce off them and react in shock, while other actions see giants easily able to break out of grabs and overpower their smaller opponents. In order to take down a giant, while it can be a challenge given their extra perks, they do also have their own weaknesses, as giants suffer from a lack of stamina that leaves them out of breath and slow to move around, as the stamina bar will drain a lot quicker than a regular superstar. To ensure that giants wrestle a match realistically, they're also limited in what they can do, as giants are unable to climb the top rope and perform dive attacks. So that's more of the updates and changes that are coming to gameplay. However, moving on to the latest reveals, the WWE Games account has given us our first look at Tiffany Stratton as it released this screenshot taken from her entrance, which shows her as the WWE Women's Champion. The screenshot confirms an updated model for Tiffany, which features her green outfit from last year's Money in the Bank event where she walked out Miss Money in the Bank. So that's the latest gameplay updates and the new reveals for WWE 2K25. Let me know what you make of them in the comments, and if you want to check out more videos, you can check out these videos going over my breakdown of the new Underground match, as well as all the new details from the new Ringside report. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.